You claim first preceded mold? Do you? Do you really? It was actually Jen who was first. How's it going, everyone? Welcome in. How be all doing? How's the audio levels, by the way? My voice, the music level, things like that. I've been playing with audio. Well, last weekend, early this past week, I was playing with audio levels. So, not that you could hear much background noise, but you should hear less now. But I think I raised my actual like mic volume a little bit because it was a little low. So, like, it was just like, if you look at like in OBS, there's 3 different levels, like green, yellow, and red. And when you normally speak, you want it to be peaking like just at the edge of the yellow and into the red. And mine was like in the middle of the yellow, so it was a little low, but it also wasn't too bad. So I just want to make sure everything's still. I think I may have turned the music down a little bit or something. I don't know. But what's up, Preceded Mold and Jen? How are you both doing? What's up, Jay? It's got maybe pancakes. Want some? Yes, please. Even though I already ate breakfast, but sure. As long as I can get a Big Bertha pancake, I'm good. Isn't that what it was called? I think. I don't know. It's been a while. So yeah, let me know throughout the stream as well how this audio goes. If it becomes too loud, too quiet. Cause it's kind of just. I'm working hopefully to improve the audio. I may or may not get a new microphone. We will see. I was debating that this past week. Like, do I want a new mic? I mean, yes, I want a new microphone. Am I gonna get a new microphone? That's the question. Oh, and we are also on 1.19.3 now. I updated to that, so that should be fun. My FPS is a completely tank, dude. What in tarnation? Why is my FPS tanked? This is weird. 60 FPS, please. There we go. That's better. Kinda. 100 FPS. That's it, dude. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, it's like 60 over here. Oh. Lavinja, that's how you pronounce it? How's it going? Welcome in. It was Big Bertha? Good. I got it right. Pog. Alright. So we're not gonna go... So we're actually not gonna be working on the tunnel today. I want to say that for work I want to do this week. What I do want to do today is we have a lot of projects that are like 90-95% completed. And I just kind of want to work on those. See if we can make progress in those areas today. Like we have a lot of projects that are in that same ballpark. I'll take these. Like the Ocean Monument, for instance. I'm not saying that we're gonna do a whole ton on it, but I at least want to work on it. So the big one outside the Ocean Monument is the village. So here's the hallway, what I've done so far. You'll see more later. And by later, I mean later this week or whatever. But the big thing I want to work on today, outside of the Ocean Monument, is down in the village. Whoa, that's weird. New Zoomify is weird. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't like that. I do not like that. It's a bit yikes, my dude.
Will we ever get off this island?
No one ever get off this island.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Beautiful. The big thing that we have here is this wall, right? This wall like comes up to here basically and just stops. We have all this other space back here. All this stuff needs a wall. So I want to cut down some trees around this area so we have more space to work with, and like so that we can work on this wall more, so we can finally wrap it back around and connect it up to here. So that's one of the goals for today, is that wall. I don't think we need to extend the wall any further any other places. We might need the wall, I think, on this side somewhere. But I think I originally wanted to expand the village over this way. So I want the village wall to come this way at some point, but also don't know how important that really is. There's kind of a cliff here that's kind of a wall too. The wall will be most important probably over here, and so we'll probably just come over here at some point. Maybe not today, maybe today, I don't know. We'll probably come over here, put a wall here, and extend it this way, kind of thing. So yeah. Anyone else here humming when White talks? All right. What if I do? What did I have that before? If I do this, is this better or is this worse? What's up, King D? How you doing? How's it going? Yeah. So the humming, there's zero I can do about. The humming is the heater. So in videos, I'm able to edit it out, but on stream, I can't do that. As that's another reason I wanted to get a new mic, is to possibly help with that. But if I do this, you're only going to hear the humming when I talk, because my noise gate gets rid of it whenever, like, whenever there's silence or whatever. The noise gate gets rid of it. I did not turn on noise suppression because I hate noise suppression, but we can try it for today and see if the mic audio is still okay. Noise suppression typically makes my audio sound really bad, but let's try it. Add noise suppression. Okay. Maybe OBS noise suppression will be better. I don't know. All right. What about now? Better? Worse? Audio sound good? Bad? Something along those lines? Still hear it whenever I talk, probably? Yeah. So I assume what noise suppression is doing is it's getting rid of everything else, but the heater noise is so loud and distinct that it can't get rid of it. Like that's my, or not, I guess not necessarily loud and distinct, it's just it's a certain frequency they can't get rid of. That would be my guess, but how is the audio with the noise suppression though? Let's grab some stuff. Do you even hear a difference between? So if I do this, do you hear a difference? Do you actually hear a difference between the audio in terms of the quality of it? Just got new headphones, trying to get used to them, get them set up. Fair enough. Yeah. So now, if I talk, there's probably no hum in the background now. The heater just shut off. I sound a little clearer with noise suppression, or clearer without it. Why am I doing this? That's not what I want. I want all of this. Cute. Without it, yeah. Obviously, the ideal scenario is to have like no filters, no noise gate, no suppression, no nothing, right? And I think there's still things I can do to my room to help, but that heater, like, I doubt there's anything I can really do about that. So. I can try a few things though. Part of me is also like, do I even want the noise gate on? because I haven't done anything with YouTube with it on yet, but my guess is that with the noise gate on, it's gonna make it really hard to edit that sound out of YouTube videos, because I'm not gonna get enough blank. I'm not gonna get enough of a noise profile. So I may just get rid of it entirely. Yeah, so my office, Jen, is literally right next to the laundry room, which is also where the heater is, which is where like everything is. Well, see, like, recording isn't a problem. Like, as long as I can just, like, I can edit out the sound really easily. In, like, Audacity or whatever. So it's a non-issue for that. The only issue that it crops up in is going to be streams. Unless I can find a better way of eliminating that noise profile live, basically. And that's it, really. So, you know, if I'm able to do that, then streams will be fine. The other thing I've considered, and Jay knows this because I've talked to him about this, is possibly getting a different microphone of a different type, right? So right now I use a condenser microphone, which is known to be a little more sensitive because of how it works. But if I were to get a dynamic mic and speak clearly basically right into it, would it still pick up the background? I don't know till I try it, right? Because there is a very good chance that it would still like pick up all that background noise, and that there's just literally nothing I can do about it other than I would have to literally move rooms, which I'm not doing. So at the very least right now, like, a noise gate kind of helps when I'm not talking, right? At the same time, I don't know if I want to keep it because, like I said, for the recording aspect. So, nothing about audio, fair. And then there's the other part where it's just like, do I even care for streaming? Like, there's all kinds of noises that go past all the time, so. The other part of it is, well, because of the way that my desk is set up, the microphone is positioned in such a way that the heater is behind me. But is the noise coming from behind me, or is it coming from the vent that's in front of me? I thought it was the vent that's in front of me. Hey Pupton, how's it going? Well, also in general, Jen, like, I don't know how important that audio stuff really is for a streaming experience. So, it's alright, thanks. 1 a.m. Only just got home from work. Yikes. Well, welcome home, I guess. Do you have like a work shift that ends super late, Puptud, or what? Let's go to sleep. Was supposed to finish at 10 p.m. Yikes, what happened? Alright, let's gather some materials, I think, for down here. The biggest thing I want to set up are those pillars. I hate this new Zoomify. There must be a setting I have to change or something to get it to stop doing that. It's like so slow. Like, oh my god, it just zooms in. Is there like settings somewhere? I'll have to figure this out at some point. But that is so annoying. Alright. So extremely busy, had a really bad team on. Basically had to basically the whole you had to do the whole close yourself. Yikes. Yeah, that would do it. Oak. Did we do that? Let me do that. Okay. I'm sorry, that sounded like it sucked. Get rid of this. Get rid of this tree. Get rid of these trees. Fast food, yeah. Sounds like a fast food industry thing. Unfortunately. Excuse me. And the heater just kicked back on. Yeah, it's coming from behind me. So yeah, that the other thing I could do is just move my desk. The problem is in this room I don't really have any other options. I'm either gonna go next to the window, it's gonna get car noise, or I'm going to stay where I am and get the heater noise. So I don't really have a lot of good options there. Okay, some of these trees we have more space to work with. You do miss the Wii. I don't. Okay. Let's see if I can start putting in some of these logs. So I also had to deal with some very rude customers. Yep. Unfortunately. Try and sleep. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. It's been a minute. Have a good stream. Alrighty. Thanks for popping in. Sorry you had a bad day at work. Go get some sleep though. Sleep it off. Or at least try to. Sleep is the best medicine. Sleep is just nice. You know, it's quality. do we do this? I'm running around in circles. Let's see how I put this down. Right here. 1, 2, like that maybe. How many blocks do we go in between? Do I not count normally? I thought I only counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 5. I was like, I for sure thought I had counted these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know these need to go a lot higher. I don't know what I'm doing. Because the wall is gonna have to come sky high. Like that. Not like the movie, just, you know, just sky high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. We're gonna do that. And that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Exact same height. I don't want that. Thank you. Alright, let's grab some of those. This ends here. I don't necessarily need a wall back. Oh, do I need a wall back here? Maybe I do. I need more stone. I need more stone around here. Do I need to go fly and get it? I have 18 stone. Maybe that'll work. I could use cobblestone instead. I'll take a cobble with me in case you want to use that. Alright, let's do, instead of that, because I don't know why I did that. Let's not do that. Let's go this way. And our wall is gonna go here. Like this, around to here, to there. Like that. So we encapsulate the whole thing. Cover up the window, but it's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's one here. That works just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. Oh, there's a log right here. You know, that would prevent it from finishing like that. And the heater shut off. There's a lot of that. Like the heater will turn on and off, you know, pretty quickly, ish. It's also probably why people don't really notice it, generally. Or maybe people do notice it and they just don't tell me. Which is also a possibility. Do that. Why did I go through the... This is weird. Like, no, don't do this. This is a bad idea. Why did I do that? One. What we're gonna do is just basically that. Essentially. So we're all good to go now. We'll do basically something like this, probably. Around the edge. It'll just kind of meld into the it'll just meld into the house probably. Okay, do we have, what do we need for the wall? The wall. I hate that zoom feature. Okay, this is annoying me. One second, chat. We're looking for this. Is there like an option I can turn off for the Zoomify stuff? Keybinds. On C, which is fine. Yeah, there's a zoom section like right here. But I'm looking for like a... I don't know if it's in their latest update or what they did, but you see how like when I zoom in, it takes a second. It like gradually zooms in. I hate that. I hate that with every fiber of my body. What is secondary zoom? Wait, controls, keybinds, what key is that? F6? That's like a cinematic zoom. That's so slow. What is that? Even worse, yeah, it's just like I understand it for cinematics, but like there we go. All right, 1 second, chat. I want to try something. Cause like I installed everything for 1.19.3, but I hadn't actually, like I did a little bit of testing with it, but I didn't do much. I'm going to BRB screen, which you guys never see. My computer is going to hate me. Literally, this computer is so slow. Yes, I'm going to blame the computer and not me, because that's how I roll. It's also partially Minecraft, because Minecraft maxes out my CPU when I try to load it. Okay. Actually, I already have that there. Alright, we'll give this a go. What's up, Magpie? How you doing? Good to see you. Also, can Minecraft not do so many weird things with their launcher?
Hello.
Sir Mufas? Mufast? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Going well, how about you? It's been a while. Has been a while, yeah. It's gone pretty well here, I would say. Stream may lag, FYI. It's gonna skip a whole bunch of frames. Audio may turn into dust. This is why I load Minecraft before I start stream. Because it maxes out my CPU whenever I try to load it. And so it kills OBS basically. Should be fine now. Minecraft, one of the most poorly designed games, optimization wise. So if I were to load up like Rocket League, I'd have no problem. Alright, black screen, gonna turn to whatever in 3, 2, oh, never mind. Oh, it's really taking a while to load. What if I would load this up in vanilla 1.19.3 versus Fabric? I wonder what the load times would be in comparison. It's probably still the same. Okay. Controls, keybinds. Is this set to C? Yes, it is. There we go. Easy money. So as you see in the, so we were using Zoomify. I'll switch to logical zoom. Logical zoom is more like, well, not more like, it is basically Optifine zoom. Like it's the exact same idea behind it. So, anyways. Those are the materials that we need. Right, we need birch, stripped oak, oak stairs, birch stairs, oak fences. Need birch fences probably. And of course we need our oak wood and some birch wood. And some leaves if we have any. I did switch screens, right? Yeah, I did. Alright, grab all the stripped that I have here. Oh, I do have another stack of oak logs though. Ooh. Ooh, very nice, very nice. So grab all those, grab these, grab those. Any like oak planks in here? Nah. Okay. God do. Let's do that. Got some stairs. Need the fences. Okay. So one thing you may also notice, Jen or whoever else, what you've probably noticed is there's random lag spikes here and there. I don't even think this is a chunk porter. Is it a chunk porter? No, not a chunk porter. No, actually it is, never mind. It's a chunk porter. Anyways, I've noticed that there are fewer chunk porter issues. So when I updated to 1.19.3 in this world, I added a it's like a debugify mod to the list of mods that I put into the mods folder, which is supposed to help with the whole like loading chunk porter thing, from my understanding. It also adds like basically a mod where someone went through Mojang's Mojang's defect list and they just started fixing bugs. Yeah, it is the lagging in places. I wonder if it really is working. But the idea is that, you know, hopefully we'll still see it. We'll see it happen less. Yeah, I've kind of gotten to the point. Like, I've always wanted to keep this role strictly vanilla, but I've gotten to the point where it's like I can't. I actually had someone on a video the other day ask for my mod list, so I gave him the mod list, with the comment like, "Yeah, I mean, I would like to go strictly vanilla, but you can't." So, without significant performance issues. I mean, people have known that for a long time with things like Optifine, right? But for the longest time in this world, I literally only used Optifine. Like I refuse to use anything else. Cause I'm like, well, it's not vanilla. Yeah, it's not vanilla.
Hello.
So technically speaking, this world is no longer quote unquote vanilla. It's just a single player world that's mostly vanilla. Gameplay wise, it's vanilla. It's almost not possible to play strict vanilla unless you have the beefiest computer there is. I mean, even I have a computer that's supposed to be pretty beefy. I mean, I have like a 3070 Ti. I have, you know, a pretty great CPU, you know. And even I'm like, whoa, dude. This game is really poorly optimized, you know. And we've known that for a long time, but like, I just, you know, especially with Amplified, it's like, well, yeah, no wonder people don't want to play Amplified, because it's basically unplayable on anything less than like a, what are the newer graphics cards? I don't know. Is there like a 6000 series out yet? Or is it still the 4000? Probably the 4000 series. I don't even know. I should know this. I only need these. Yeah. Hey Thebrix, how's it going? Let's play a 2 FPS easy clap. True, Magpie, true. Easy clap, easy clap. That's all you gotta do, right? 2 FPS, easy. I don't think Shadow plays with 0 mods. Well, I mean, like, he has things like Minimap. He should have Optifine. Does he not use Optifine or anything like that? No, Totem, thank you for the follow. Ben. A few minutes ago, Penitist? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. That's how you pronounce it. Actually, this is supposed to be here, probably. My Valorant series is out or is coming. Gotcha. Is that meant to be Peanut first? Peanutist? Or is it Peanut? Still have a 960 Pepe hands. Nope, no minimap, no Optifine, nothing. I thought he had minimap. I know he's bounced. I could have sworn at one point he like bounced around for sure. Unless he just doesn't do that anymore. Like, you know, sometimes some worlds he used minimap and whatnot. Like, I so desperately want to do that though, right? Like, just keep it strictly vanilla, but I just don't think it's truly possible with this world to do that. Used to. First way, Peanut? Peanutist, gotcha. Okay. Roger Dodger 10-4. Welcome in. I'll be able to play on 140 FPS in like 12 years. I can get a 3080 with my teacher's salary. Yeah, we'll be waiting a while for that. Aw, shucks. Yeah, it's, you know. I do understand the conundrum, not the conundrum, the you know, the place Mojang is in, right, though, because they try to make optimizations when they can, right? But we have some of the same issues, I feel like, at work, where, like, we try to optimize things, or, you know, make just base level improvements to things, but at the same time you have to balance that with adding new features, which is what, you know, people actually want. If you look at the base at large, right, they want new features. So how much of your time do you devote to, like, I don't know, spending time, you know, gaining FPS, right? How much time do you devote to that versus how much time do you devote to, like, actually making gameplay features that people are going to play and are going to get the game more attention and more sales, and not even just more sales. I don't think generally developers don't care about the sales portion. They just want people to play and enjoy the game. But it's that balancing act of, like, how much do you do one way or another. So, I understand it. it would certainly be nice if Mojang would just spend an entire year or something like doing optimizations. But realistically, that's not a realistic thing to do. When, at the end of the day, it's a game that has to sell. you know. It has to continue to be profitable or they'll just stop doing updates for it. I suspect that's another reason why, like, people say, oh, you can do a lot more things in mods. Yeah, I mean, mod makers aren't necessarily concerned with adding new features. They're concerned with, I mean, some of them are, but they're more so concerned with just doing whatever they want to do, right? They're the one making the mod. It's their free time that they're using up, so they can do what they want, how they want. Let's do this. I've never once wanted to play Minecraft Vanilla. I really enjoy just knowing that this is just the base game Mojang has made, and this is all the crazy things I can do with it. Right? I don't need anything extra on top. I think it's pretty cool. I feel when your optimizations keep getting eaten by new gameplay mechanics. Yeah, pretty much. Like, people keep adding new stuff, and then it's gonna. Obviously, it's gonna break existing stuff. I mean, if you have a good CI system and great testing built in, then it shouldn't break it that bad, but it's also hard to test optimization stuff, right? I don't know what Mojang CI server is like, but I don't even know what they use for CI. But CI, for those who don't know, in development terms, stands for continuous integration. So typically most people have like a nightly build or something, or they have a certain release of their code, of their program, whatever. And whenever you make a change, you're supposed to put that change into a CI server, and that CI server is going to go through. It's going to run a bunch of tests on it, automated tests. And if you fail any of those tests, it's going to spit it back out and say, "Yo, you got to fix this stuff." It's not going to let it go through. So, I don't know to what level their CI server can even check for optimization stuff. There's a certain level that you can do, but it's not gonna be perfect, right? Partially reinvent how the game works every year. So hard to keep up. Yeah, Mojang spends a year optimizing the game will die from lack of content. Yep, exactly. It's a bummer, but it do be like that. Gonna have to head out and get some sleep. Yeah, it's late for you, Magpie. Thanks for hanging out, Magpie. I appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by. Always good to see you whenever you're able to pop in. I have to have Optifine or I literally cannot play, yeah. Yeah, I would be interested to know Mojang's like setup in terms of development. How do they develop? What do they do in development? Things like that. What would be cool would be a parity update between Java and Bedrock. Would be nice. I mean, not that I particularly care if that ever happens, but it would be an interesting bit of interesting thing to talk about. See how that would work. You know, I've no desire to play with Bedrock at all, but I'm sure there are folks that would desire to do that. You know, so be pretty interesting. Like spike there. I do feel like the lag spikes have gotten a little bit better in this world though with the Debugify mod. They're still noticeable, but they're not as killer as I know them to be. You guys may not notice it on stream, but like even when there's a lag spike like here, for instance, or can I even get a lag spike somewhere? Hello? Like right here, right? Can I not put, like right there. There's still a lag spike. You can see it. But it's so short and so minimal that it doesn't actually affect gameplay at all. Versus normally, if I were to hit that lag spike, right, I'd be lagging out for a full second. So it does at least seem like it's better with this mod. I don't know if it's perfect, but you know, at least seems like it's better. Plan on getting a new PC this year. Ooh, very nice. It's kind of unfortunate how often we have to get new gear to even keep up. You know, so many advancements happening every year that at some point the hardware that you did have no longer is going to work for what you need it to work for. That's kind of a bummer. Couple more pressing things to buy first. Yep, makes sense. Understandable. The pressing things matter a whole lot more. Heater back on, by the way. Those curious what the sound is in the background. That is the heater. Why does it show up on stream, White? Because it's literally in the room right behind me. We were talking about this earlier in the stream because I made some adjustments to audio last week or so, so I added a noise gate that I may or may not keep. The reason I wouldn't keep it is because it will make it harder to edit out the sound in videos. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there is no way I'm gonna remember to turn it on and off for streams versus videos. Unless I constantly turn it on and off, like just in general. So I may just get rid of it. I don't know, the background sound really makes enough of a difference anyways. Or is it that big of a deal? But just so you're aware, I do know what's going on behind me, or around me. I am aware. Okay, this is awful. This is actually awful. Why do they do this? I just want to make sure. No, I appreciate it, Jen. Because I ask for people to be like, hey, tell me what the audio is, this and that. Like, so that's not like this isn't meant to say, oh, Jen pointed it out. Like, no, I appreciate you pointing it out. Like, I wanted people to point out things. You know, okay. Just want to make sure. I don't want you to, like, I don't know, feel bad or something. Ah! Where is this dude going? Go. Wall's looking better though. We actually have a wall coming in now, which is nice. These refurbished headphones when the hum to be on my end. Gotcha. Makes sense. I will say, kind of having the little hum in the background can be kind of soothing. Probably not from your guys' perspective, but from my perspective, like it's actually kind of relaxing. Or maybe that's just the fact that I'm now warm because the heater's on. I don't know. Hello, zombies. Cute. Ah, drops my iron. Keep that as it is. Emma's making a smoothie, apparently. Alright, let's grab this. I want to make this you. Aha! It's a wall. It's not really a wall because you can get over it. Which means we need to bring these up one. So if we just do that, just do that. That works. What? Hello? What's your question?
Will you be my Valentine?
Sure.
Wow. There's no excitement there.
Yes, absolutely. You good? Okay. Love you too.
Hi, Jen.
You good? You're
I'm
sleepy.
sleepy.
Well, wake up. Come on now.
Wake me.
Okay, we have established previously that I can't make you do anything. We've already this is already established.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You've been up since 4, Jen?
See? You have no excuse to be tired then.
I've been up since 9:30.
I've been in and out since 8:30.
Did you have an alarm go off at 8:30?
Yeah.
I did not hear that.
I had alarms go ooff at 8:30, 8:45, and 9 o'clock.
I did not hear
I generally do that. Why mix all the way up? Okay, well the walls look a little different, but it's fine. What was I gonna say? I generally do that because I like to get up. I like to still get up at 8:30.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Had a rough night. I'm sorry, Jen. Not last night, but the night before. I had a rough night. Woke up at 6 a.m. with a headache and nausea.
Can they even hear you?
I think so. I don't know.
Hello, hello, hello.
I was nauseated. Nauseous.
Why'd you do that? Hmm?
Oh, I'm using the term nauseated because Sheldon is always very particular about the use of nauseated.
Okay,
versus
someone's been
nauseous.
watching too much Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Quoting Sheldon Cooper, a fictional character now? Cool.
I quote fictional characters all the time. This
Yeah,
is
but
nothing new.
Sheldon Cooper? Come on.
This is nothing new.
You really want to quote Sheldon Cooper?
No. But it is true that it is the correct word to use.
Okay. So the wall is kind of there now. We've connected the wall up.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go read textbook
Okay.
because I did it last night. I'm gonna do that and then watch some.
You get your homework done, right? Okay. I couldn't remember.
I've been trying to get it done the day before too, so it's a little less stressful.
Right. Okay. Dope. Bye.
I'm a smart Emma.
Occasionally.
Don't be mean to me.
What's up, Alfie? How you doing? Can anything Big Bang related anymore without thinking of that Meat Canyon? I don't even know what animation you're talking about, Ziggy. There's a animation? Something or another? A who? A why? A where? A why? Oh my god. Don't. It's rude. I was not. Okay. Chat, I'm getting bullied. This is uncalled for. I need more that. So I don't need these. I'll need these. I need some of these. Did I use? Have I just been using azalea leaves? I have. Just use azalea leaves then. I need some of the flowering azalea if we have any. Let's go over to the tunnel, see if I have any over there. Yeah, she was staring at me through the window. For those who don't know, in my office, there's a set of double doors that come into it. And there's glass panels in the double doors, so literally someone could stand outside my office and just stare at me if they wanted to. Still inside the house, but... What's bugging Emma? Me. To what I do. but leaves are over here. Do we have any? We do have leaves. We have all the leaves. Beautiful leaves. Hey Bradley, how's it going? Someone build a castle? Yep. Instead of above ground, we've been working on below ground. So this is the most recent addition that I don't think I've showed this entirely off yet, but it still needs some work. I'm fine, and you? I'm doing good. Look at all this sugarcane though. Very nice. What emote is that? Peachy 70 wave. That's a cool animated emote. It's an actual wave. How you doing, Bradley? Actually, you just said you were fine, didn't you? I already asked that. Good job, White. Good job. It has been a while though. Yeah. Seems like you're doing well though. Someone gets me a sub to their channel and care for anything they play, but their emotes are so cute. Admiral Baru all over again. It's raining. Cats and dogs. No, it's just raining. Let's go in here. Sleep. What is that emote? Blinky? Interesting. I need to go over here somewhere. No, we did all this stuff, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, somewhere along the way when I was doing this fence, it morphed into just perch on the top. I think I just kind of gave up. Yeah, I kind of just rolled with it, looks like. Alphonse, how's it going? Welcome in. Smile with your eyes. It's kind of weird, dude. Don't really think you can smile with your eyes, but hey, to each their own, I suppose. I'm stuck. Fine. Everything is fine. Let's do this, do that, do this, and that, and a leaf, and a leaf, and a leaf. All good, how about you? Doing good. Like Emma Baru when he's playing stuff I like. I love his emotes too. I just remember people specifically wanting to get gift subs to his channel just for the emotes. Like I remember that pretty vividly. I've never watched the person, but that was just always a thing. want to say in like Jansy's chat that was a big thing. Maybe I'm wrong there. It's a weird placement. Watching me play the RimWorld, so funny. I forgot to put in the stairs in some places, so let's just add a stair here or there. Occasional stair. That. His face cam now too. He looks like how he sounds. Well, that's good. Creators who start out with a face cam going to face cam is always an interesting transition. I certainly have my quarrels with face cam, as many of you already know. We'll leave that one there. Why not? Hey, Blaze of Menace, how's it going? 1 second, chat. Has some stuck in my nose. I'm back. So many wavy modes you have? Ooh, I'm sure the list is endless. Lots of people have wavy modes. Half of the 40 people says a lot. Fair. Yeah, I don't know how many people. Like, I get gift subs to people often enough that I don't actually know how many people I'm probably sub to. I only pay for like 2 subs, I think. Need more fences. I think you gotta just go down to there and then we're probably good. I should probably put some, go around, put some stuff like this into fences, but before I do that, they'll just double check. Put a torch down in there if something spawns, because it will be total darkness. All this stuff's probably fine. Plus the hype train ones, nice. Pay for 4+1 Prime Gaming one. Fair enough. Oh, that's right. I have Prime now. I could use a Prime sub now. I got rid of Prime for a while. I didn't want to pay for it anymore. I wasn't really using it. I just kind of got rid of it. But I got it back because they gave me the like a free trial, and then they were also like, "Hey, here's another 30 days of free Prime." I'm like, "Cool." So I got another 30 days free. So super expensive. I use my mom's Prime for the sub. Yeah, Emma still has her Prime account linked up to her parents, and so that's where she's able to get Prime from. I only have it right now because it's free. But yeah, they're going to kick her off of that Prime account because I think it's something like you could like there's only a certain number of spaces that they could have on the same Prime account, and like her brother's not on it because she's taking up the space. Her brother's, you know, he's a bit younger than her, and so her parents are gonna probably kick her off of it so they can put her brother on it, which makes more sense. So like, you know, no quarrels from me. But that just means that if we want Prime, which we probably do, we're gonna have to pay for it ourselves, which is also fine. Maybe I was gonna do all that, but sure. I got Prime for the longest time because as a student, I got the student discount. And so it was like pretty cheap. Same with same with Adobe products. Like I use for YouTube and stuff. I could get the student discount, so it was significantly cheaper. I don't get the student discount now, and I still pay for Adobe, which is not good, but you know, hopefully that'll change. Maybe I don't know. The prevailing theory is that since Emma's going to school, I might be able to just, if she sets up an account and gets Adobe products, I can just use those. But because Adobe is really expensive, and I also looked at like, so right now for Adobe, I pay for the entire suite, like literally every app. And so I was like, okay, well I don't actually use all. I use Photoshop and I use Premiere. That's about it. So yeah, Adobe, yeah, I know. So I was like, all right, well, what if I just downgraded to just Photoshop and Adobe? But if I just did those two, it would still be like, I'd be paying like $10 less a month, I think. I'm like, you're telling me I can get the entire suite for like the cost of like 2.5 apps if I would pay for them individually. That's crazy. That's madness. Why are individual apps like, they're like at least $20 each a month? Like, why? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah. So the good thing about all that though, because I pay quite a bit for Adobe, I can then, it's a business expense, right? So when I go to do my taxes at the end of the year, and I actually just did this, I can put Adobe products in as like, you know, I pay for this for my business, quote unquote. This is technically a business, even though I don't consider it to be a business. I still, on my taxes, say that it is a business because I make income from it. Not much, but I still make income. And so because of that, that plus some other like expenses that I've had throughout the year related to the Twitch and YouTube stuff. It's really funny. I was looking at like how much I made versus how like all my expenses, and my expenses almost covered everything that I made this year. In terms of like, you know, your taxable income as a business is only the difference between what you actually made and then your deductions, basically. I was like, oh wow, yeah, I had a lot of expenses. Hey Ace, how's it going? I am well, how are you? My friend gets it half price through her insurance of all things. Nice. I got the student discount for Adobe for a long time. I got it because I started using Adobe products in high school. So I put in my high school email for Adobe products at first, and then I switched to my college email when I went to college to get the student discount that way. The student discount used to be really nice though. I think it's like $30 a month now. No, it used to be $20 a month for every app. I'm pretty sure. It's really nice. Miss those days. What's good stuff. Not bad playing games with your friend and boyfriend. Nice. What games do you play? Alright, I think that wall is done though. Oh, so there's no leaves hanging off the top of it. Which actually we need to do some of that then. They stopped student emails when I went to college? Wait, really? I got that discount. I got the student discount basically up until, you know, a few months after I graduated. All I had to do was put in my email. That was it. Kind of makes sense that, you know, that they would stop doing that eventually though, but because like really you could put in any email. Found a place on the Adobe website where you can just change the date you're supposed to graduate. That way you can push it years into the future and just keep getting the student discount. I mean, fair enough. You despise Karina. The Dirt House? It's amazing. Isn't it? Right? It's awesome. It's superb. Gotta love it here though, right? Yeah. Isn't it awesome? It's beautiful. I think beautiful is the right term for it, you know? Let's do that. You can't lie to yourself forever? I mean, I can. How you doing, Karina? For some reason when you change your graduation date in one specific place, it doesn't trigger the email verification? Huh. Well, that's a bug in production. As it might say in software terms. Production bug. It's me, Hamp, or Hampy. How's it going? I am doing well, though. Just doing some small things around here. Okay, so that wall is finally all in. So the other thing we need to do today, I'm gonna call that wall finished. Like I don't think there's anything else I want to do for it. Maybe we can come back and add a few details at some point, but I mean the wall is in. It's all the way around here. Looks pretty good. Right? The wall is there. All the way through here. Through there. All the way across there. Back there. Another wall on the other side at some point, but we may do that a little later today. 2.5 years. 2 years, 7 months, 3 weeks, 2 hours, 17 minutes, 50 seconds ago with the follow age. Appreciate that. Managed to catch another cold, so kind of icky. Oh, I'm sorry, Karina. I'm doing good though. Gem with the 3 years, 1 week, 2 days, 1 hour, 33 minutes, 10 seconds of follow age. Appreciate that. Diagonal to praise Steve. Praise Steve. We can go praise Steve. Wait, where's Steve Jr.? Steve. Steve. Hey, buddy. Praise Steve Jr. Praise. Ace of the 1 year, 9 months, 2 weeks, 3 days, 2 hours, 1 minute. Nice. We're getting into the chem part of my materials class. What's wrong with chemistry? Congrats on 3 years, Jen. Ziggy with 4 years, 8 months, 2 weeks, 4 days, 21 hours, 37 seconds ago. Nice. Appreciate that, Ziggy. Jen with a 684 hours. Nice. Getting close to 700. Could probably get it in February. I mean, I'll be streaming a good bit in February, probably. 6 or so hours a weekend, 24 hours. I only need like 16 more, right? Including today and tomorrow, so. Should be pretty easy peasy. Alright, one of the big things we need to do, I didn't go put my stuff away, but one of the big things we need to do is take care of these crops because, as you can tell, they have been trampled up one side and down the other from the last time I released all the cows. So we need to put this stuff away and we need to go fix all the crop fields. Or as many as we can. Do that. Another shulker box, don't I? Yeah. Empty one. Fill all this in. That's all. Just these few things. I really do love how this world has turned out, though. And I have so many more things I want to do. Like, we're doing the small things today, and obviously I'm working on the inside of the mountain, finishing that up, and we're gonna build a castle on top of it eventually. I don't know when we're gonna get to the castle, though, to be honest. Because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, we really... I know I'm flying past it, but I want to show you. So we need to finish this up. We need to finish up these islands. That's lower priority, but it's still a thing. We really need to do a witch farm over here. Should be popping up any minute now. We really need a witch farm. So, because I'm gonna start running out of redstone. That's part of it. I would like redstone, I like the glowstone. You know, there's all kinds of drops from witch farms that I want, and so this has got to be a next priority. There'll be a lot of manual digging out. I'll probably do an actual perimeter for it and an actual build. I don't necessarily have to, because I've done worlds in the past where I haven't done that. But that's one of the builds coming up. And then I really, really wanted with the skeleton farm. Because I don't have one of those yet. Like, I have a very basic manual one, but I'm talking about like an actual perimeter with the skeleton farm. So we'll put those on our list. Those will be like the big projects, right? And but we'll still work on like smaller things. Like there's definitely projects we still need to finish up that you know, I'll want to make sure that I can go back to and finish. And you know, we have a lot of, like, I have a list of things that we can go do constantly, you know. Trampling my crops. Get over here. I do need tools. Do need Steve's legacy. The dogs can't stay away. You. Breaking my crops even when you're dying. Try to remember not to kill the the lag spike. Try not to kill the cows that are named, but let's see. We're not gonna get all these spots probably. I'm gonna get as many as I possibly can. We're also gonna kill cows as we go. Too high. Up here. Trying not to trample crops as I go, but it's hard. Oh, we do need to shut off that sugarcane farm at some point. I guess technically we don't have to, but I did also I did measure out the spawn chunks for this world at one point. So I was really curious because I haven't done a whole lot of spawn chunk stuff, so I couldn't remember what the spawn chunk limit was. So the basic limit is at 19 by 19, I want to say, and then it extends all the way out to a, is it a 21 by 21 technically? But the basic spawn chunks are 19 by 19. So I did figure out our spawn chunks come out to here. Assuming that the chunk that I spawned in, or initially when I spawned into the world, which is up there, is the original chunk, like the center chunk, our spawn chunk comes out to like right here. Comes out to here. It comes out to right before the villagers, so the villagers are not in the spawn chunks, which is good. I don't know if I measured the other way. I measured out that way a little bit as well. Our mob farm is not in the spawn chunks either. The crops are cowards. I mean, sure. You could say that. The cows are rotting my crops, you know. The thing I don't know about the spawn chunks is how far vertically they go. Oh, you little cow. Not named. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know, like on the y-axis how far out they go. It's a 19 by 19, but it's only horizontally that I'm aware of. So maybe they are vertically infinite. From world height to world height, you know, top to bottom. Why is there an Enderman in there? No clue. Enderman be doing Enderman things. Just double checking that the cow wasn't named before I actually killed it. Oh, the gates are still down. I never raised the gates. That's a problem. Oh, they fertilize with cow patties. Oh gosh. There we go. Well, that explains it. Well, yeah. I didn't realize I forgot to close it. These crops really are a problem, though. I mean, it's funny that they get trampled so much, but they are kind of a problem. Why aren't that many cows here? The sound go away? The sound glitching? Be that many. Hey buddy, you're dead. Sorry, I'm getting super concentrated here. It's where textbooks aren't meant to be understood. What do you mean? Of course they are. Just use that big brain of yours. Easy bunny. Addiction's not a crime. Grab these. There's even more over here. Any math text elementary in the title is a graduate level text. I mean, yeah, pretty accurate. Like, you know, well, I guess I had elementary linear algebra, so maybe that one's not, but. I had both elementary linear algebra and intro to linear algebra. Two different classes, mind you. Two completely different classes. They're going crazy. Where'd music go? Okay. Issa back. Why are the cows congregating in this corner? Why are you all in this corner? You make no sense. Okay. Polyacrylates. English only in chat. I mean, it's a textbook, you know, so. I guess that's true. Is there really any English in an English textbook? Not really. Or an English, you know. You know what I mean. Textbook that's meant for English writers and speakers. Not for the actual English. Those of us that are the fake English, you know. Oh. Should probably go to sleep so I can get rid of this rain. Fake English, true. Well, by fake English, I mean like Americans, right? We speak English, but we're not English, you know, from England. What does that mean by fake English? Sigvard, how's it going? Welcome in. Let to fall down that hole. I need to put trapdoors on that or something. Or just get rid of the hole entirely. I don't need it anymore. At one point I did, I don't anymore. It's a single player world. Single player. One player. Technically speaking, a single player world is a one-person server. So technically speaking, this is also a private server, but it's a private server for just me. But it's not really a hosted server, you know? Like it's a single player world, you know? It's a locally hosted single person server. Technically. But who's counting technicalities, right? Cal's up here. Did I never? Thought I did. You? You're gone. Thank you. Go. Any water in here? No, I'll just do this. It's fine. See if it grows. I think we made some progress, yeah. Tiny amounts, but a little bit. You are not Steve. You may die. You're not Steve either. You may die. Technicality. Oh my goodness gracious. That is a beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it, Diagonal. Thank you. He's such a nerd. I am a nerd. Thank you for noticing. Wow. I appreciate that. was wondering why I was getting so many C's, and I remembered that this hoe has Fortune 3 on it, so helps a lot. And I'm sure we're not gonna get to all the spaces, but I wanna get as many done today as we possibly can. And kill as many of the cows as we can, so you know we can keep the crops in a decent state. Oh my, what's over here? This cow up there we need to go kill too. Yeah, this is interesting over here. Cow spent a lot of time here. A cow, someone's cow. Don't know whose cow. I have a world tour on YouTube if you're curious on, yeah, an overall view of the world. I'd recommend checking that out. It's gonna be much more comprehensive than anything I'm gonna be able to give here. Oh, we need to change that link as well. That's the 2,000 days tour. There's a 2,500 days tour out. So if a mod or someone can get a link to the 2,500 days and replace the link in that command, that would be appreciated. Over here's pretty okay. I mean, there's this spot. We need to get rid of that cow then, though, huh? Some cows in a sheep pen we should get rid of, but where do you store these crops too? Cow over here? Oh, yeah, I also got chickens, by the way. Did that on a stream at some point. Just like this area is mostly okay. Get rid of this one. More over here, there's one down there. Uh-oh. Someone's causing a ruckus upstairs. This one never got planted, apparently. This never got planted either. I have this wall here that's still not done either. We should do that today. After I'm done with all these, we'll come back and do that wall. Can't believe I never finished that wall. I must have started on a stream and said, oh, I'll come back and finish it, and must have never finished it. Sorry about that. He just loves giant wheat fields, exactly. Yeah, it's more for aesthetic than for food. Although it kind of does double as a food, my wheat source as well. Just kind of dual purpose in that sense. Barry B. Benson, how's it going? Welcome in. Some reason has stopped Emma throwing her textbooks at a wall. I mean, you know. Nah, she wouldn't do that. There's a piggy. Hi, piggy. Is it cowie? There's a chicken? Random chicken? Okay, dude. All the cows came up here, apparently. The cow. Somewhere. Cow came up here, apparently. Egg over here. Cool. Doing good, chilling in bed, nice. I would if I had any physical textbooks anymore. Oh yeah, I don't think she actually has physical textbooks actually. So she won't be able to do that anyways. Peace was never an option. It's murder, is it? Yes, Zach. You know it. How you doing, Zach? Too many cows have fallen in here. Go. Lag spike, dude. Go. Get you all out of here. That one's fine. Any more cows? I think we got all the cows. At least the majority of them. Big lag spike. There we go. Any crops trampled around here? Just do this, why not? This one. Down here. Love it. Love trampling crops. Yeah, thanks. Been a draining couple of weeks, but past it. You've been sick, haven't you? I think I saw that on Twitter. Hopefully you're doing better now. Poor sheep have no food. Ah, it's all good. It's all good. I'll put grass in there eventually. Again. But yes, they have no food. I'd have to have a constant source of grass coming in, which I don't. So, because it's surrounded by crops. You, where did you come from? Yeah, we're leaving. The nope from me, dude. That is a nope from me. We're going in here where it's nice and safe. Last weekend we had a snotty 2-year-old and his 3-year-old brother. I got a cold, yeah. RIP.
Hello.
Aaron, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today. Okay. Okay. I'm never gonna be able to go through and get all the spots, but they've done a much better job. There's still some spots over there. Spots on this side. We need to go to that patch, and then we'll start over here. Well, actually, we can start here. I guess we're not gonna be able to get every spot. The cows have trampled, but wow. Yeah, never mind. That mod is not really helping with the lag spikes. I was kinda hoping it would. Dang. Just stuck with lag spikes forever, I guess. That'd be how it is. There we go. I added a noise gate for today. Yeah. If it's annoying, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I might still get rid of it anyways. Where is this one? Oh. What's a noise gate? When you open a gate, it makes that god-awful screeching sound. Exactly. And now it's gone. So we tried the noise suppression filter on OBS at least, and it apparently did absolutely nothing. But yeah, so what you hear in the background, Zach, is the heater, because it's literally in the room right behind me. So whenever that turns on, you can hear the hum basically. I just want to make sure if I use a noise suppressor and it, well, first off, has to actually work. But second off, if I do, then the quality of the audio, it can't be too degraded. Otherwise, I'm not going to use it. What I mean by that is voice clarity, like coming from the microphone, stuff like that. Like I've tried using, I think it was noise suppression in edited audio before, and it just sounded awful. Part of that, then I tweaked a few settings, like on some edited audio, and then it was fine. But yeah, I don't know if I'm enough of an audio buff to know what I can do to help with it, I guess. But we didn't have this issue when I was in the apartment, because the heater and all that was by the our front door essentially, and the room I was in was not right next to it. But the thing is, my office now is right next to the laundry room, which also has the heater in it, and just AC in general. So like right now, for instance, you can't hear like anything because the heater's not going. Yeah, unfortunately, this issue is really annoying the test because I have to wait for the heater to turn on to get an actual accurate test. So it's not something that I can reproduce consistently. I have to get at that specific moment, and you have to wait for the right moment, yada yada yada. It just takes up time, and I hate it. But that's why generally when I've been here, I've just been like, whatever, just roll with it. So it's just unavoidable. You have to choose to be in the cold. I mean, the other option is to try to move locations, like physically move rooms. Because if I move to a different level of our townhouse, like the noise will just go away because the heater's not right there, right? But one that's moving rooms, I don't even know where I would move to. But two, then, you know, my office is not my office, so. And so then it's like, okay, well, do I just deal with it for streaming then? If I don't want to move, if I'm not going to do much else with it, do I just deal with it? And so I've been debating, like, would a different kind of microphone be more beneficial and block out more of that background noise? I don't know. The only way that I am aware of that I would be able to figure that out is if I would literally just get a different mic and try it out. But so the two main types, right, are what, dynamic and condenser. So I have a condenser mic. I've always had a condenser mic. I went from a Yeti to a AT2035, which is what I have right now. So I'm like, well, I could try a dynamic mic. In theory, that could help. But there are still some background noises that it may not be able to get rid of. But there's also part of me that's like, well, I have to actually get it and try it in order to find out, so. The mic I was gonna go with to try out is one, you know, I feel like a lot of more seasoned content creators have heard, at least heard of, that's the, what's it, the SM7B? It's like the podcast mic, right? It's been around for decades. It's pretty much the dynamic microphone that most people go with. So I'm like, all right, do I get that? Do I try something else? Is there a better dynamic mic out there? Let's see, okay. Sure, SM7B is very overhyped. Better. It's a matter of what you like and what works for you. Okay. Hmm. Hey Lily, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, Audio Technica. I have an AT2035. So it's still a condenser mic. I don't even remember why I picked the 2035. I don't even remember. I don't even remember why I picked it. Because I bought this mic like 3 years ago, I think. Because I got it at the same time that I got my Go XLR Mini, which would have been about 3 years ago. Really never finished this farm though. The water is wide open. How are ya? Been so long since I've been in a stream. Yeah, it has been. I'm doing good though. How are you doing? Plenty of time considering mic. Honestly, the benefit in me changing is very limited. Yeah, I wouldn't change if I didn't think that it would help with background noise and stuff. At this point, I changed from a Blue Yeti because I wanted to go the XLR route, and the Yeti's fine for me. For my purposes, I used it for 6 years. It was the original mic that I bought when I started my channel. And then, you know, I've used it ever since. I mean, the Yeti, if you can get it at a good price, and even if you can't, it's still a reliable mic. But I was like, all right, I want to move to an XLR mic because I wanted to be able to interface with something where I had more customizability for my audio, instead of just plug and play USB mic. And so I also just wanted to go the XLR route. And then I was like, you know what? I probably could have plugged in a USB into something like this and, you know, had an audio interface with a USB mic. I was like, you know what? It's been 6 years. Let me just get a new mic. So I don't really know if it's better or worse than my Yeti, Zach, to be honest. Because I did ask myself that for a while, like, is this mic even better? I think the place that it really helped in comparison to my Yeti is that it was less sensitive to background noise. And, you know, I realize saying that now, you know, with some of the background noise that I have currently, I mean, I'm still debating getting a new microphone for the background noise, but I think the AT2035 versus the Yeti, like the big difference was that I definitely noticed significantly less background noise getting picked up on the microphone. Same location, just 2 different mics. So, and I'm pretty sure that's a mic thing and not a, I mean, it might be partially because of the Go XLR Mini, but yeah. I was like, wow. Because, you know, the Yeti, you have to turn the gain all the way down, and it worked really well for me for a while. But then of course I also had the added benefit of, you know, I could fine tune some settings better on my Go XLR Mini, and you know, that's not stuff I could do. Like I stopped editing my audio for recordings and stuff because I started using the Go XLR Mini, and I would just get the settings as I wanted them, and then I didn't have to edit my audio, right? Now I've started to have to do that again because of the heater noise. But I was basically just using the raw audio coming out of my audio interface. Because I used to, for like YouTube videos and stuff, I used to not only do a noise profile and noise reduction, but I would also add some bass boost to my audio. Which I feel like with this interface I didn't really have to do. It kind of, you know, the audio was what I wanted it to be. We just need to plug in the Yeti and switch between when heater's on and see how it compares. That would be interesting. I don't even know if I can. Can I even plug the Yeti into this thing? I have no idea.
Hello.
Panamir, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Because the USB mic, right? I think this only has an XLR input. I don't actually know. I haven't tried that before. But yeah, it would be interesting to compare the two audios for sure. I imagine the Yeti's gonna pick up a lot more, but you never know. Yeah. I see what you mean. Could have both loaded in OBS and disable and enable accordingly. Gotcha. That's true. I might actually do that later today then. I know where my Yeti mic is still, because I still have it. Yeah, for a while there, I wouldn't have been able to do that because for a while Emma was using my old Yeti. I got her an AT2020 though, so she kind of had her own mic. But so that's what she uses now. Yeah. I would never like throw it away. I saw my first computer from when I like first started making content. I don't use it currently. It's kind of busted and I need to fix it. I've been saying that for like a year, but no, seriously, like I definitely, it needs fixed, you know. But I still have it. Like it's literally in the room with me right now. Just cool. So my snowball, I actually used it a few months ago when my Yeti broke. Ah, nice. Yeah, I know where the Yeti is, Emma. I'm aware that you do. I'm pretty sure you're the one who organized that stuff. It used to be in the box that sat by our TV, but it's in one of the bins now, right? It stopped working, changed cables and ports and still wasn't working, plugged Snowball in, it was fine. It panned for a minute, then plugged it in my laptop, it was fine. Huh. So did you end up getting your Yeti working again? If so, what change, or do you just have to like restart your computer? Yeti cost you very little, we don't want to buy a new one. Fair. Yeah, the Yeti was like my biggest, when I first started making content, it was my biggest purchase. That wasn't my computer. Heater turned back on, by the way. You can probably already tell. But it's one of those things that, like when I first started out, the Yeti was huge, obviously back in 2014, and it's still huge today. But it was one of those, microphones. It was one of those things where I was like, you know, I want to go with what I think is going to be the better choice for me, and that's going to be the Yeti. And it was really important early on, like I want the best microphone quality that I can get early on. And for the first, I don't know, 10 videos, my microphone quality was not great. It got better and better as I learned more about audio. I didn't have the gain turned all the way down. I had it like most of the way down, and that also makes a difference. I got a boom arm that really helped like bring the microphone close to me, because I literally just had it on the stand like right in front of me, basically, on my desk. So it was 50, reduced dramatically to clear as was a bundle box in the game. Nice. The default Windows driver failed. Ah, okay. Yeah, it was your antique Moxie box, correct? Videos are 100% made by audio. If you have bad audio, like, it's hard to watch. I'd also say, personally, you can say similar things about streams, but to a more extreme effort. Like, some audio on streams is fine. You have music in the background, and like you can, like, some of that stuff people don't necessarily care about. But what was I gonna say? But in my opinion, if you don't have audio on streams, period, like personally, I just click off. There's always a debate of, do you have to talk on stream? And my personal opinion is yes, you do. Because like I've tried to watch streams where, you know, there was no actual like voice. It was just like gameplay and music and stuff like that. And I can't do it. Like, I need to have somebody talking to me. Basically. Ooh. I was rocking the default stand for a while. Tab was one that made me want and need a boom arm. You have the Rode PSA one? That's the same one I have. I've had this Rode PSA one literally since like 2015. It's the only boom arm you ever need. Honest, like it is a great investment. Vroom vroom. If the video quality is really bad, then yes. It can be a big deal if the video quality is really bad. There's cows up here. We gotta go kill these cows probably. Depending on the game you played, I would so rather have someone talking. I've tried watching streamers who don't talk. Just like, I can't do that. This is not for me. There, killed all of you. Go. YouTube videos need narrative for me, apart from pure music videos, of course. Yeah, I mean, I think that there are some kinds of YouTube videos that don't. Like, if they're really good cinematic videos, I don't need it to be entertained. For instance, tutorials, like, I don't feel like you need it either. But it's very much, you know, dependent upon the kind of video. Not cheap, but it's built well and should last. No, I've never recorded above 1080p. Do you not need like I don't know anything about recording above that. Like do you not need a monitor that's above 1080p resolution in order to record above 1080p? I know you can do that with things like replay mod. And heater's off. I've never experimented with anything higher than 1080p 60 FPS, so I don't know how that works. Maybe make an exception if, say, someone I know is doing a silent stream for medical reasons or something. Fair. Yeah, I mean there are certain exceptions to the rule. But the rule is still there for a reason, I feel like. Get rid of these guys. I think we're fine. Most of those guys aren't gonna come down here. Alright. I think we did a good job cleaning this up. Might be some spots that we missed, but I think we've done a pretty good job. I've changed to a new editor. Previous software couldn't do above 1080, so I thought I'd try 4K. I've had a single 4K monitor for a long time now. I typically play 1080 windowed or use second screen, which is 1080p. If a game needs to be full screen, gotcha. This. Yeah, I don't have monitors that are above 1080p, so I always figured that like I couldn't record above 1080p, so why even try? I play my setup for Minecraft is very interesting though, because it's technically full screen, but it's windowed full screen without the borders. It's a borderless windowed. I essentially have my own custom borderless windowed mode that I've been using forever at this point. Long time. I don't know if you've ever heard of a really old program, Zach, called WinExplorer. I found a tutorial about it years and years and years ago now, where like I wanted to record in 1080p to like fill up the entire screen, right? But I didn't want to have to like in the editing software stretch the screen at all. So I'm like, that just kind of looks weird. At least at the time I thought it looked weird. So I was like, all right, well, what are my other options? And I found this option for using this external program to essentially to edit the actual window to remove the borders. I'm like, that's great. Let's go with it. Let's do it. And I've been using it ever since. It must be 7 or 8 years by now. So every time I boot up Minecraft, I have to boot up, and I want to record or stream or something, I have to boot up WinExplorer. It takes like 10 seconds to format my screen, but then I can't do anything else on my main monitor. It's literally just filled with Minecraft. I can't necessarily tab out of it or anything like that either. Like view other things on my main monitor screen. I always have to use a second screen because I can't see my hotbar on the bottom. So I have to like use my second and third monitors to do what else I need to do, you know? It's pros and cons. So I think I've been split with my 4K monitor. The 4K res has been incredibly useful for work. Nice. So there's a few problems with full screen, and I haven't experimented in recent years to see if this is still an issue. Number one, I'm pretty sure in full screen you can't like click out of the monitor at all, or click out of the screen. Now maybe you can, and I just like didn't know how to do it. That was one. The bigger issue was that when you play in full screen versus windowed mode in Minecraft, with full screen, at least it used to be, you would get screen tearing. If you played in windowed mode, you wouldn't. And so because of that, I was like, all right, well, let's just play in windowed mode. Let's find a way to play in just windowed mode and borderless windowed full screen, basically. Because I could literally see it. Like I would go into full screen and I would see screen tearing, and then I'd go into windowed mode and there'd be no screen tearing. And I'm like, that's interesting. Now this was years ago now, so could have just been my setup. It could, you know, could be a number of things, but because of that, I was like, you know what? Let's just do this, and it worked, and I've used it ever since. Yeah, this Debugify mod really is not doing anything, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure in full screen mode you can't click out of the game, right? You have to alt tab out. I generally only use full screen, like if I just need to take a quick screenshot of something. So I get that perfect 1080p screenshot. But otherwise the resolution's a little messed up. But looking pretty good though. So what I need over here, bricks and granite. Should have some bricks and granite over here. We have that one wall to finish. Let's go finish that wall. Anyone done nap time? Sure, go for it. Sounds like a great idea. I would love nap time right about now. That does sound pretty awesome. You're right about alt tabbing out when full screen, yeah. Versus like when I'm in windowed mode, right? I just hit T and I can just do whatever I want outside of it. Hit escape to come back in, or I can do F3 escape and just do whatever else I want, right? And then yeah, the whole screen tearing thing, and I want to say there was a few other issues I had too. This was, you know, this is a long time ago now. There's big cows here though. Luckily these are all outside of the spawn chunks, but not see the screen tearing. Nap time sounds wonderful. It does. I play windowed normally and only full screen record 4K or take screenshots. Gotcha. Yeah, so if I were to play windowed mode, for instance, normally, I'd only be able to do 720p. So, well, I already have this on me. But with WinExplorer, you know, I can do whatever I want. I could still have a windowless borderless windowed 720p if I wanted to. All it really does is it takes like, you know how when you have the game in windowed mode, it still shows like the top border of like the application, basically. That's not actual like gameplay. It just takes that and anything on the bottom and just like removes it and expands the game out to fit it, basically. But it still stays like the same resolution. Nice, Peanutist. Hopefully it went well. Do window 1080 on my 1080 monitor. Just can't see the bottom of the hot. Can't see the bottom of the hotbar. Gotcha. Huh. Yeah, and that's the other thing is you can also like, I think, set it up so that things get cut off. But I like having the full monitor for just the game. It surprises me that, let me go over here. It surprises me that Minecraft doesn't have like a built-in borderless windowed mode already. Like, it actually surprises me that doesn't exist. It's something that people have been asking for a decade. Unless it does, and I just like don't know it now. But alright, fair. Yeah, F11's full screen. It's not borderless windowed mode. So if you hit F11, right, it'll extend to your entire monitor. But then you have to alt tab out of the game, or you know, you can't just click out of it. You can't just click on a second screen in and out of the game. In borderless windowed mode, which most games have, you'll have the game up, but then you can click out. You can move your mouse to other places. Now, a lot of times when you click out of the game, like it gets rid of the game music or whatever, which I don't like about borderless windowed mode in some other games. When the game is not selected, it's in the start part. Yeah. So it does still do that. Like, I haven't alt tabbed out of a full screen Minecraft instance in a while. It still Takes it down to the little hotbar thing.
Hey.
Hey, Christian, come back for the 28 months. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get some love, some hearts, some hypes out in the chat? Hey, Christian, how you doing? How you been? Thanks for the resub. For that, I can just hit Windows and go to my different tabs, or open new tabs, and it leaves it going. So does it keep the game still up and running? Let's do that, I think. A lot of stuff going on here. Don't know if it's a Linux thing, but in Minecraft I can mouse out of the full screen on my other monitor as long as I have inventory up. Or if it's paused. So you can pause it and go to a different... Huh. Yeah, that might just be a Linux thing, I don't know. Be nice if it wasn't. Because yeah, if I could just, you know, not use this external program, that would be awesome. I would love that. Would I not have... I get certain walls, but it's fine. It's at least better now. It's perfect, but it's at least better. Double click, very nice. Peanutus with the thank the mods. Thank you for thanking the mods. When I went out, pause the game, but it keeps it up and running. I just have to click back on it. Works for all your games? Gotcha. I'm doing good, Christian. There's no website command. I don't do a ton of advertisement for it. But Captain Owl, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. How's it going? When did I get a website though? So I think I started paying for it a year and a half ago. Like I said, I don't really advertise it because it looks kind of bad, to be honest. But it's also because having a website was kind of a pet project of mine. I've always wanted to, you know, delve into web dev a little bit. And so having my own website kind of gave me that outlet to essentially try to, you know, become better at web development. I'm not perfect, you know. I could definitely be better. But yeah, it's something that I've hand developed myself. Right now, it's just a very basic HTML CSS website. Link? The link is just www.whitefire.com, Christian. It doesn't look very good. I'll tell you that right now. But it, like I said, it's a pet project of mine. So whenever I get time, I go through and I like add stuff to it. Right now, I'm developing a V2 of the website. So right now it's just HTML and CSS. But right now I'm developing a V2 that's primarily React based. It's using TypeScript. So once I actually get time to work, like that's one of my goals this year is to actually finish my website. You probably already know where I come from. Yes, I'm aware. Thanks for stopping by the stream though, Captain L. I appreciate you click on the stream and all that. Never noticed it before on your Twitter. I was curious how long I'd been blind. So my Twitter used to have streamer links. Then streamer links, I guess that link. My buddy Hugh Bone messaged me and said, "Hey, your streamer links doesn't work." I'm like, "Oh, it's because streamer links doesn't exist anymore." So I had to choose something else, and I'm like, oh, I could go with like a different website. I could probably use like Linktree or something, and I might just replace that link with a Linktree link at some point. But I was like, for now, this was a few weeks ago. I think it was a month ago now. I was like, you know what? I have a website. Let's just put my website on there. It has all my links. For those of you curious what the website actually looks like, let me okay, cool. Getting an ad for my own stream. Let's go. It's not what I wanted. So this is what it looks like right now. Ignore the things, the little things in each corner. Let me actually this up here real quick. Oh, that's crazy. So this is what the website looks like right now. I have it in full screen mode because I have other stuff showing. But top left, it has some pages about me. So I still have yet to fill in this about me page, a build page. So what I primarily use this for right now is the download section. So every time I do a world download, I put it on this page. So you have one page where you can go to and you can click and get all the different world downloads I've had over the years. I have yet to do the contact me. I basically just put my business email, stuff like that. And then at the top right here, I have links to YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. Like I said, this is really basic. Very, very basic, but that's the idea. And once again, if you go to www.whitefire.com, like that's where you'll find all that stuff. One advantage of your own website is you're not completely relying on third-party to get information out. Yeah, and if I actually like work on developing it into something that I like I want to have a whole build section, which I have actually done in my React TypeScript-based website. There are times where I have thought about possibly streaming the development of that. I don't think it's generally something people would be interested in, but there are times where I've thought about it. But I more than just as like a third party, like having your own website versus, you know, going through a third party or whatever. I just wanted to learn. That's the whole reason I started it, because I definitely don't need a website. And if I really like wanted a website, I could go through something like make a. Aren't there like GitHub websites and like there's other different ways that I could have just made a Wix website, you know. If I really just wanted to have a website for that. But the whole reason I did it the way that I did it is because I wanted to use it as an opportunity to learn. So I only really advertise the download stuff. Like I'll say it in my world tours and like, hey, if you want to go, like there's links in the description to the download, or you could just go to www.wifi.com/downloads and get the download from there. Or just wifi.com/downloads. Most people don't do the World Wide Web thing anymore. But I'd still watch that stream if you stream web dev. Yeah, I use for anyone who is a developer, I use VS Code mainly. And I have a private GitHub repository with all my code stored there. Man, this is really inspiring me to like actually get started and work on my website again. But I have other priorities as well. It's really low on the priority list. But it is really fun. I do really enjoy it. I'm not a web developer though. I should preface all this by saying like web dev is not what I do. Because you don't know, I'm a full-time software engineer. That is my day job. I don't do web dev. I primarily work on the back end. And I primarily like my job. We do a mixture of Java, TypeScript, and C++, but I primarily work in C++ and some Java as well. So not that I, you know, am the best. I don't even know why I just did that. Not that I am the best developer. I would consider myself to be a pretty average developer. I'm not great, I'm not terrible. I'm just average. But you know, it is something that I like to do. So same here. I have a slow burn project replacing my website, but game dev projects taking precedence, and also I am a web developer, so motivation to do more of them at home is intermittent, to say the least. Yeah, it's what makes, I feel like, making a website for me easier, the fact that I don't do that every day. It's something different. It's something that's new for me. So that makes it a little more exciting as well, and not as much of a burden, because if I were to do, you know, web development every day and then, you know, have a personal project that's web dev as well, that would just be too much, right? Did I put well, no, I did put some leaves on this. I'll put a few more on this. But because I work more in back-end development, just more traditional software engineering back-end stuff, makes it a little easier. That being said, do I want to, you know, code all day and then come home and code some more? Not really. But there are certain days I do. There's certain days I'm like, you know what? All I want to do right now is code. That's all I want to do. Even in web dev, my closest colleague and I call home projects as nice programming as opposed to legacy jank we have to cope with. Oh, legacy code. Oh, don't even get me started on that. Some of the legacy code I work with is good, and then some of it is just terrible. But regardless, you're always having to, you know, deal with someone else's work. I make new stuff sometimes. I edit old stuff sometimes. Whatever the task is needed is what I have to do, so. Working with all legacy jank does give me an urge to go home and do the same things properly, but that's still not as fun as game dev. Fair. Game dev is also, you know, completely different, right? It's kind of similar to me where, like, you know, I do backend stuff all day and then I'm like, you know what, I want to develop a website because it's completely different from what I would normally do. So yeah, it's fair. But, you know, I do like my job. Despite some of the legacy code things I have to deal with, despite some of the other stuff, it's a good job. So, game dev feels different, but I also get something I'm going to have a use for at the end of the project. True. I've done very minimal game dev, but it's a different experience than traditional programming, software engineering, stuff like that. All right, chat. It's 1 o'clock. I think it is time for me to stop for the day. It's been 3 hours ish, about 3 hours. It's been actually a pretty good stream. We got some things that needed to get done, smaller things done throughout the stream. So working on a wall, actually 2 walls, getting, you know, some of the crops together. I barely noticed the time fly by because we had a lot to talk about and we had a lot to do. And we did pretty good. So thanks for watching today. I appreciate it. We'll see if I can raid someone today. I don't know who is online currently. But as we were mentioning a little bit earlier, I have a website you guys are welcome to check out. In terms of social links though, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, those kinds of things. If there is a mod looking out there who can put those in chat, that would be appreciated. Feel free to follow those things. I try to put out a YouTube video. I'm trying to put out a YouTube video every week. Right now it's been every other week. But I want to get to a point where I'm putting one out every week. So let's see who I can raid though. It's online. G, Bruno, Boz. Maybe we just head over to Shadow today. There's a few people I could raid. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Aaron. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the conversations and the streams and whatnot. I think all my mods are either lurking or whatnot. So I'll have the links in chat myself. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Discord as well. You're welcome to join there. So let's grab this. I think we're gonna head over to Shadow again today. Maybe again. Just do that. We'll see. That's gonna be the right message whenever we head over to someone else's chat. Yeah, we'll head over to Shadow, I think. He's always a nice place to relax at. So let's go do that. But thanks for watching today, folks. I'll be back tomorrow once again for Shader Sunday. For those who don't know, I stream Saturdays, Sundays starting at 10 a.m. Eastern EST. And tomorrow is our Shader Sunday stream. So we will be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching, y'all. And I'll see you then.